Guys, Joshua Peterson Electric wanted to talk to you today about how to fix the low voltage light in a house. It's going to be 120 volt. It's reducing it to 12 volts, a magnetic transformer. They're going to be your typical small 3.5 inch can lights, and you can hear the buzz as the transformer kicks on. It will not accept the LED bulb, which is going to be looking like this with your diode, and these are dimmable, but it will not work. They're not going to be bright enough. The result I'm getting is right here, and it's not because of the dimmer. That is a resistive dimmer. We would change that to a dimmer that is compatible. The problem is the transformer. So the issue I'm having is that the socket has decided over time to get really hot and eat itself, which means as you stab the MR16 into a socket, this is just a heat shield, we're having issues with it lighting up because of a flicker. So because of that flicker in there, so we're having to redo this, and we use a crimp tool, and it's all how you splice it. So if you don't know what you're doing, you need to hire a professional. This video is not typically for the homeowner. We don't want you burning down your home, because even 12 volts sitting there arcing can cause a fire, because the transformer will not trip. It doesn't have a thermal reset button. It's inside the drywall. There's a bedroom above here, so we can't even get to pull these lights out. But anyways, we're going to crimp this. We're making sure that we strip it, roll it right, and then we're putting on a rubber heat shrink. Okay, using a acetylene torch. Try not to hit the drywall. We're only trying to basically just protect this plastic, because the Celsius on there is probably not going to be more than 20 to 40 degrees Celsius. As these halogens get hot, they burn typically anywhere from 300 to 400 degrees inside of those. The can itself, probably 250, 300. Whereas an LED bulb might only burn a lot less. So that's a brand new socket on there. Don't want to touch the inside of the bulb because of the oil on your skin. The heat shield we're just going to pop on there just to help. In fact, we might just keep that off. And you can see it's going to hold itself now with the weight. So what we could do is just put a nice little slice in that. Kind of make a C channel. And let's just get that above there so we're not keeping the space from the socket to the bulb. And then you may have to file around the teeth of the bulb, trying to keep those splices above the heat. Sometimes can be a little tricky. And there you go. So again, these MR16s, you might have to get a file, because they build up what I would call like a plaque you get on your teeth. And it doesn't hurt to file them. Don't do too much, because then you're going to lose the circumference of that stab. And the bulbs are good, and these are like $9 a bulb, so we don't want to lose them. We're just trying to get off that black soot, and there you go. And so then we got new sockets for them, and the bulbs are been fine. It's just they won't connect. And as the others go out, we'll redo those as well. But this is what I would suggest to do. Again, if you're not If you haven't done this before and you're not an electrician, I wouldn't suggest to do it because we don't want these melting. If you do it wrong, we don't want you to overheat it. And we sure as don't want you having it fall down on the bulb with the splice connector so it starts to melt as well, because this is going to be our weakest link again next to stabbing the socket to the bulb. Anyways guys, if you want to give us a call, we're based out of Colorado. If you want us to do that for you, be more than happy to. It might be a better alternative than trying to cut out all the drywall to get those transformers out and put in different. If it were me from the get-go, I'd always go with a 6-inch can, 120 volts, and I wouldn't deal with transformers above a ceiling that you can never get to. Thanks guys, have a good day.